Havertate, Heiserman, to the top of the high school, onto the gym. Let's all work out to get fit and trim. So up to the gym they ran through the halls, each of them carrying nets and volleyballs, not noticing they were followed by Powell and Harms, who hoped not to set off the school alarms. As they peeked quietly in the gym door, they saw all the kids hurry to the practice floor. Nordy and Murphy were on the sidelines giving the kids their coaching signs. Powell and Harms couldn't believe their wondering eyes. It was Coach Mather who made the girls so wise. After hours of practice, the coaches gave them one last tip in hopes of gaining another state volleyball trip. Just as Nordy and Murphy were walking away, the girls began to run one last play. They knew they only had one last minute to spare before Mather would soon be there. Just as quick as a blink of the eye, Mather walked in, being ever so sly. Powell and Harms were in a big hurry to tell why the volleyball girls were really doing so well. They tried to explain the details they saw, but Mather didn't want to believe it at all. For everyone knew he was the best coach around, and these acquisitions could not be found. Mather got out his whiteboard with glee and told them why this was not a possibility. As they went to work showing off his skills in math, Ma Powell began to let out a huge laugh, for she knew this theory could be proven wrong. Right then and there, everyone knew her explanation was going to be long. As she rearranged some numbers and went about, Harms began to shake his head and shout, "Enough of this! It is simple as an 8-second ride. All these kids wanted was to take the season in stride." Mather didn't know what to say. He had been outwitted and outplayed. The kids stood there, quiet. Began to bawl. How could this happen to me? The best coach in all of West Delaware history. Nordy and Murphy came back to see what all the excitement could possibly be. Nordy and Murph knew right then and there. They could tell by Mather's emaciated stare. Then off in the distance they heard bells a-ringing. They looked at each other and all began thinking. Something came from the gym lights above. Everyone was pushing and giving a shove. The reflection that appeared in Harms' buckle was clear. It was Santa and his two mighty reindeer. So they all knew that familiar sound. It was Santa and his bag heading for the ground. Santa calmly and loudly began to speak. "Coach Mather, it's not what you think. This team is yours and yours alone." Once hearing this, Nordy and Murphy began to moan. "I have been watching Nordy and Murphy from afar and seen what